welcome to today's edition of Mikey's Movie Rampage. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you for all the views, and I think we sneaked in another subscriber, so that's awesome. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the content. Now, on today's video, we're going to talk about a little film that's getting ready to come out on August the 8th of this year, and it's directed by a fellow by the name of Zach Krieger. Now, this is only his second dive into the horror genre, the first being a movie called Barbarian. So I'm interested to see what this is like. All right, so like I said, he directed the film Barbarian, and he's also directed the film Miss March, and a little TV show for 53 episodes of a series called Whitest Kids You Know. Now, I know nothing about that series, nothing at all. I have not watched Barbarian yet, but I'm highly anticipating getting to sit down and watch that film because I've heard so much about it. So I'm interested in watching that to see what it's like. Now, Miss March is a fantastic comedy. If you have not seen that movie, I definitely recommend you check that one out. It falls along in the same lines as like National Lampoon's Van Wilder and American Pie and those kind of films that are more kind of sex comedy type films. Miss March is fantastic. Fantastic. And the film that we're going to talk about today that he directed is called Weapons. So this film stars Julia Garner, who plays the character of Justine, and some of you might have seen her in 2025's Wolfman. She also played in a little film called Apartment 7A, and she did 44 episodes of a series called Ozark. Now, I know nothing of Ozark. I know nothing about Apartment in 7A. I have not seen Wolfman yet, but it is on my list to watch. I may actually kind of dive into it this evening when I go to kick back and relax a little, watch a good scary movie. So that might be the one I check out tonight. I've heard good things about it. I really have. And the movie also stars the great Josh Brolin, who plays Mr. Graff, and he's also played in such films as Avengers, Infinity War, Men in Black 3, and he also starred in the classic kids movie, The Goonies. Goonies is fantastic. Men in Black is, it's okay. Wasn't really a big fan of any of the Men in Black movies except for maybe the first one, and part 3 was the one he was in where he was younger Kay. So yeah, I like that one. I like the first one, and I like the third one. And who could forget him in Infinity War as Thanos, or Thanos, however you want to say it. But he was just the ultimate villain in that film. Fantastic actor, fantastic. And the film also stars Benedict Wong, who plays the character of Andrew, and he's also played in such films as The Martian, Doctor Strange, and Annihilation. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Annihilation. It's been on my radar, but I have not set to watch it yet. I've heard good things about it, that it's kind of like, kind of horror, kind of thriller, kind of sci-fi. So, that kind of falls along in the lines of stuff I like to watch. So I need to give that one a check. I actually own The Martian, but I've never watched it. And of course, I've watched Doctor Strange because guess what? It's Marvel. So of course, I've watched it. I thoroughly enjoyed Ben Wong's character in that film, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do good in this one too. All right, so the plot for this film is when all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish at exactly the same time on the same night, a community is left questioning who or what is behind the disappearances. All right, sounds like a kind of creepy aspect, creepy plot. to a decent movie. So let's go ahead and check out the trailer for Weapons. Let's get it.
This is a true story that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Where are our children?
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Matthew, where are you? Where did you go?
This is where the story really starts.
All right, there was the trailer for Weapons. It looks like a really decent thriller, and it's going to be one of those that will, apparently to me, from what I saw in the trailer, it looks like it's going to be one of those where you're going to want to watch each aspect of the film to see where it's going to go, because there's going to be a lot of jumps. Not really jump scares, but there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to happen right at the spur of the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see that film and see how it plays out. It was estimated budget was $38 million. That's kind of a medium budget. So I mean, hopefully it does better than that. But I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird judging how a movie's going to do when you haven't even made it yet. So 38 million seems like it's about a roundabout kind of budget for a film. A little bit of notes on the film: Rooney Mara and Elizabeth Olsen turned down the lead roles for this film. Okay. Also, Pedro Pascal and Renate, I hope I'm pronouncing this name correctly, Renate Rinshu were cast, but then dropped out due to scheduling conflicts. Of course, with Pedro Pascal, his scheduling conflict was probably where he's been filming the Fantastic Four First Steps for the new Marvel film that's getting ready to come out. And the other person, I'm not familiar with them, so I don't know what else they've done. Weapons marks the third film of Julia Garner in the horror genre. The other two are Wolfman and Apartment 7A. So not only is this Zach Krieger's second horror film, but it's Julia Garner's third. So kind of new. Both of them still kind of new to the horror genre. I've heard great things about her character from Wolfman that came out this year. So I'm highly excited to watch that one. And I hope she does good in this one. I really do. Netflix was ready to pay more money up front than New Line Cinema, but an assured theatrical release and New Line's track record with horror was the better deal. I don't know why everything's got to go to Netflix or, one of the other streaming services. Yeah, they put out some good stuff sometimes. Netflix is kind of lackluster on some of their stuff. The Texas Chainsaw movie that they did, was okay. It was a unique spin on the story. But the best thing that I think they've had come out as far as the horror genre goes, is oh Lord, what was the name of those movies? It was a group of three. It was off the Goosebumps. Well, it was like 1990, 1980, or something like that, and then it went back to the 19 early years. It was a trilogy of films. I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of it. But those were good movies. Those were really good movies. Fear Street. Fear Street. It just hit me in the head. The Fear Street films that they released. There was three of them, and they went in timeline order. So you had to watch 1 year, and then the next year, and then they went back earlier. It was fantastic. Those were really good. I'm hoping they come out with some more stuff that's pretty decent, but they're actually making another Fear Street called Prom Queen, I believe. Or it has something to do with prom night or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, it is another film they're coming out with for the Fear Street series. So I'm highly excited to watch that one. And I hope this one does really well. New Line Cinema has an amazing track record with horror films. You go back and you look at movies like Nightmare on Elm Street, and those kind of films like that they released early and kept going with some decent horror films over the years. So they've got a way better track record than Netflix has. Way better. So I'm hoping this movie does really, really well. I think it will. Zach Krieger seems like he knows what he's doing when it comes to horror. And those of you that have watched watched Barbarian know that, but I haven't seen it yet. But I'll give anybody a chance to direct a horror film. All they gotta have is a chance. They may blow you away. Look at what James Wan did. James Wan totally blowed me away when I first watched one of his horror films. Blowed me out of the water. So I'll give anybody a shot. But this movie looks really good. It looks like it's going to be a psychological thriller, horror type film. Some of those are really great. Some of those are awesome. So I'm highly looking forward to seeing this film. Let me know what you think about this movie down in the comment section below. Is it on your radar? Do you plan on watching it? Have you seen Barbarian? Is it awesome? Just let me know down in the comment section below. Now, like I said, Saturday when I made Mikey's Saturday Nightmares, there'll be the Mikey's Movie Rampage today. Then Thursday will be Classic Movie Buffet Theater, and then there will not be a Saturday Nightmares next Saturday night. That is moving day, as I said earlier, and hopefully by at least next Tuesday, hopefully I will be moved in and ready to make a video. If not, it may be Saturday, but I will keep you guys up to date. I do not plan to stop making videos by any means, so don't worry about that, or anything like that. Just kind of hang in there and bear with me, and I'll get set back up and start making some more videos. But with that being said, we're going to end the video here. Thank you all so much, so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Thursday for Classic Movie Buffet Theater. Until then, have a good one, folks. See you.